to the Overwatch Championships. I am your host, Joker. I know we are starting late. We had some technical issues. I told my fellow casters that I would be slightly late to this one and they should start without me, but they forgot, so it's okay. We're starting now, and we are ready to go here. We're going to very quickly, very briefly, take a look at the match we've got going today just before we begin. So, we're starting off here on King's Row. This is the semi-final, the second semi-final. The first semi-final yesterday had an interesting turn of events. So, the first semi-final yesterday began with both sides performing incredibly well on the first point. Very, very close game between the two teams, and no one really knew exactly who was going to win after the first map, and then Catalyst gradually became more dominant over Phoenix Contenders, and then they came out on top in the end.
That will only hurt for a bit. A perfect 10.
And today we have an interesting matchup. Everyone in their right mind is going to place all of their money and all their predictions onto Moonstruck to win this game. However, we cannot count C6S out at all. They have every chance of winning this, and if they do, they will be up for a rematch against Catalyst in the final. So an interesting game yesterday on King's Row here between Catalyst and Contenders. Let's see if we can get a similar sort of match again today. Let's take a look at the team comps we're running here. So, look at the defensive team comp of Moonstruck. They're running the Ryan Zarya. Of course, Ryan Zarya are very strong on this map in general. Then with the Tracer and Junkrat as their main sources of DPS. Tracer, of course, as we saw using the previous patch, as in we are not using Brigitte. Tracer will still see a lot of play here. With the Moira Zen. So a lot of good strong team comp there. I really like that team comp. It's a really good choice there in general. Let's take a look at the attacking team comp of C6S. They've got the Widowmaker and Genji for their DPS. Very strong pair again. If Logic can find the space he needs on that Widowmaker, he can do a lot of damage here. Buff Torbjorn and Harmon running the tanks with Mercy then. Both teams running very strong comps, very similar. Let's see which one can come out on top there. If that Hook and Harmon can get some good pressure in like he did, he was performing well last time he was playing, so if he can get some good pressure in, we could get a very early pick on in favour of C6S. And Hook goes out but finds no one, just misses Talia. And Logic goes in with a very early pick on bad request. Very strong start there for C6S. They need to take advantage of that. They're one man up right now in this fight. DD responds by taking out Logic, but they have the spawn advantage. And Buff Torbjorn takes down Canna. C6S are up in this fight. The Resurrect comes in onto Logic, and out comes the Valkyrie. Logic takes down Diddy. They are still up in this fight. Now you can't take down Talia and Toadbuster. C6S winning this fight straight away. Huge, absolutely huge Earth Shatter coming from Rock Thibs. Gets a good follow up by bad request, but Rock Thibs gets taken down by Logic on the Doomfist. Doomfist, of course, very strong hero on this map because there's so much high grounds to play with. Then he takes down Canna. The Meteor Strike comes in, pressuring the backline now of Moonstruck. On the back foot in this fight, C6S starting to look to wrap this fight up, but Moonstruck now starting to group up and push into the point together now. Harmon using the whole hog to try and clear this away. The Earth Shatter comes in. The hog finds no picks, but it certainly has a good follow-up with the rest of the team. And C6S finding all of the picks they need here. Toadbuster finds a good Gravitron, but is countered straight away by Howling on the Zen. And that is it for the first point here. C6S looking very, very strong here. They seem to have practiced this It's interesting because this map was Moonstruck's choice. So this map and the next map were both Moonstruck's choices of maps, and then the final two maps will be C6S's choices. But C6S looking very strong here. They've practiced this. They've came in with the intention of giving Moonstruck a real fight, and that is something that we are loving seeing here. And seeing Logic playing that Doomfist, I gotta say I am a fan. I am a fan indeed. And he gets a very swift pick onto Diddy to find his way back into behind the Reinhardt shield. And no you can't on that Genji, no you can't, taking out 4 of them for his team. Doing a lot of work there. The DPS from C6S are doing a serious amount of work for their team. They're getting a lot done. Canna now forced onto the Pharah to try and counter this team comp because they know that the Genji and the Doomfist are just a brutal pair right now. The Pharah, of course, not countered at all by anything in the side of C6S. The fight going in now as C6S try to close down this point right at the end, and it counters the Earth Shatter. Oh, and Logic snipes Canna out of the air with that rocket punch, and C6S are looking absolutely unstoppable. We're having a pause here now, as Moonstruck seems to be having technical issues. And we are ready to go now. We continue this insane map. Hopefully that pause has not affected C6S's momentum and they can carry this on. They came into this very strong. Moonstruck certainly on the back foot here. They're going to be looking feeling slightly concerned after this. But Tourbillon gets charged and Roxlibs follows up and takes him down. Howling also then taken down, but Ernst manages to get the res in. And Harmon takedowns Diddy, but Logic falls to Canna. They might want to be considering changing off that Doomfist now. They need to counter that Pharah, because that Pharah is starting to do a lot of work for their team. They've already got a barrage available. And Logic taken down again, straight away at the start of the fight. Resurrect comes in though. And there comes the rocket barrage, perfectly placed behind. We can see him looking for it, and they set that up perfectly. They really need to think about changing their team comp up now at this point, C6S do. And they have. Logic has moved off of the Doomfist and onto the McCree to counter this Pharah. Harmon hooks Canna out of the sky. Beautiful. He ends up killing himself because of the short range against Harmon. This puts C6S in the lead here. They need to capitalize on this. Ainu coming in for bad request, but it gets deflected by No You Can't, so he can't actually get the kill he wants. He gets resurrected by Talia, but now he's got the whole team to face. But Roxlibs' Earthshatter finds everyone on the side of C6S, and they follow up with it beautifully. Slightly slow reactions there from Buff Tourbillon on the Reinhardt. If he'd been slightly quicker, he could have blocked that, and that would have been a completely different end of that fight. But C6S looking convincing here. They need to be. They're carrying a lot of confidence right now, and it is showing. And Canna gets taken down by the High Noon. That is a successful High Noon, and it's a huge Earth Shatter. He finds in and just finds the whole team. He's walking into them now. The fight is on. Rockthibs takes him away from the fight and takes him down. But C6S are moving this payload now. Well, they should be moving the payload. They've not currently got anyone on it, so they're not actually moving anywhere. But Canna's barrage comes in, but only finds Logic. As they follow up now, C6S should have moved that payload a little bit more. They actually stepped off it a little bit too much with their full team. They probably should have just left Howling on the Zenyatta on the point. C6S now move forward for their final attack. Logic going on the Doomfist flank. Pressuring Rockthibs, he's getting a lot of damage, he's getting his way. The Graviton comes out, but he can't get out of it, and Bad Request gets a triple there. C6S have got time for one more attack. If they just group up, they can push in. Neither side have the ultimates, so this is anyone's fight. If Logic can knock Rockthibs out of the way, both Torbjorn's Earth Shatter could be a dictating factor, but he gets taken down before he can use it, and that ends this round. Very well played by C6S.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
Alright, now we look to see what Moonstruck can do.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And here we go
5,
now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Moonstruck pushing straight in, but Logic takes down Bad Request and Diddy. Tiny gets the resurrect on Bad Request, but they're still down their Lucio player. Interesting team comp choice as well for Moonstruck here. They're running a very aggressive dive with the Farah and Lucio rather than the Zen and a flanker DPS. And C6S seem to be very much in control. They're not really countering the Farah, however they're killing everybody else, so they're still maintaining control of this fight. But the members of C6S are starting to fall now. Canna is picking them off. Their Farah has had open field for the whole game, and now her ultimate ends this fight swiftly. A similar time, however, to how long it took C6S to really lock this down. So they shouldn't be worrying too much about this.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Let's move this forward. As Moonstruck have pushed very aggressively, very deep. They're trying to keep this fight away from the payload, so they can just leave it, keep it moving. The C6S staying grouped together really well. They're still not countering the Pharah. Of course, the problem they've got is Nuyukart and Logic are both doing a lot of work for their team, so who should switch? Howling take D-Max, Rock Thibs with bad request and Toebuster get picked in return, and Rock Thibs takes down Ernst. But Torbjorn gets a successful Earth Shatter out and takes down Talia, but falls inevitably to the rest of Moonstruck, who are on his tail throughout the fight. And now we see Harmon on his own trying to slow down the point slightly as he gets taken down. Let's watch on board Canna as they probably look to find their ultimate in the back line of C6S one last time in this match is what they're going to be looking for.
Justice reigns from above. Tangle down.
And Moonstruck just very swiftly winning this fight here once and for all. And that will be it for the second point, but they still got one more fight in the C6S and they have the whole hog available. Logic has changed onto the McCree, and if he can get a few more hits landing. Oh, he's hitting Canna hard. Canna is starting to feel some pressure now. But he boots him down the hole, and that goes Logic. That goes his only counter. Now it's open season for Canna. He's getting hit pressured a little bit by the Zen, but with the Mercy Valkyrie pocket, they're not going to have any issues here. And C6S are not realizing, but they're actually getting no pressure onto the point right now. Canna with some very nice direct impact shots landing, and that is it, it would seem. Unless C6S can finally get onto the point, they cannot, and that is map 1 for Moonstruck.
Play of the game.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Wonderful.
We move on now to our second map, which is Lijiang Tower. This is the second map choice for Moonstruck. We have a 2-minute interval now. Alright, and we go now onto the second map. Lijiang.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Second map, as I say again, this is the second map choice for Moonstruck, so they are going to enter this with the advantage. As we can see by the beginning of C6 with C6S's performance, just because Moonstruck chose the map does not mean C6S have not prepared for these maps. Alright, let's take a look at these team comps. So one team running a dive and one team running a slow comp. Interesting, we're going to see which one comes out on top here. Of course, this map, I personally find this map really favours Reinhardt on this point on Lijiang. But let's see what like value they can get out of the team. C6S going for the ultimate flank. They're coming in behind Moonstruck. The Moonstruck see it coming and they're prepared now. But Logic goes in with an instant pick on bad request. But Torbjorn charges in to pressure Toebuster, but he gets taken down as well. It's coming in from both sides though, and Logic gets resurrected by Ernst. Ernst definitely making a strong impact on his team after they missed him last weekend when they played Moonstruck. Harmon using the whole hog now, but gets taken down. With Torbjorn having to fall back. And Moonstruck taking the point. As you can see, bad request is pressuring the backline, bashing Buff Torbjorn from behind. He's almost got that pulse bomb, so he's going to be looking to stick it onto their backline any second now. That is what he's waiting for. Logic has switched now onto the Pharaoh, in fact. So they're going to be running a Far Mercy now as well. With No You Can't running the Soldier, they have all that they need to counter this. They stuck both Torbjorn with the pulse bomb and followed it up with Rock Thibs on the Diva to take him down very swiftly to end this fight before it's even begun. Bad request getting some hard pressure though by No You Can't on the Soldier. After Rock Thibs joins in the fight, it becomes rather unfair and balanced, and they get bleed out of the fight and they get beaten. Was now Moonstruck holding that choke hold very hard, and C6S need to find a way to break through here. They've got their Transcendence available, and it looks like that's how they're going to use to get in. They changed on to dive themselves as well. No You Can't takes down Canna and Toebuster. 2 picks now for C6S. They're launching the Diva Bomb in, trying to find some high value out of it. They take down No You Can't, so they're trading now. Tiny takes down Logic, Toebuster takes down Torbjorn. Picks now coming in for Moonstruck in response. Ernst gets the resurrect on Logic, but gets taken down straight after. And it seems as though this first map here, this first point on the first map, on the second map, sorry, goes to Moonstruck. 1-0 on Lijiang. Move on to now onto Tower Gardens.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Both teams running a dive here this time.
Capture the objective.
From the get-go. Let's see which one can come out on top.
Let's get you back.
OVERWATCH on board with Canna on the Pharah. The team, the Pharah duel is going to begin. However, Canna just seems to be ignoring the other Pharah completely. Keeping pressure down on the ground. Troops then knocks down a Howling. But Torbjorn is about to fall as well. He's just going to try and jump off of the map maybe. Oh no, he's falling back. Canna with another boop off of that bridge. C6S might want to consider going the alternative way to the point. The other way is much more countered to Pharah, so the Pharah can't really put in the damage he needs to on the when they go the other way around. It's a lot more closed off, and it's a lot harder to boot people off of the map, so it's a lot more protected. But it's also, it's a sort of boot that a Junkrat can shut down very easily. However, they're not running a Junkrat here, so they should have no issue with it. And it looks as though that is what they're going to do. They're pushing around that side now. They're running a double hit scan here. The Diva of Harmon very well protects Howling. But Canna takes down Howling and DMX Harmon. Bad Request uses the pulse bomb to take down two more. And with those two ultimates, C6S have lost that attack.
Team kill.
Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Canna is playing incredibly well here on the Pharah. Started off well on King's Row. Really turned the game around for Moonstruck on defense. King's Row. The Diva Bomb is thrown in and it finds Howling. And with that, Moonstruck can get on the offensive. They can shut this down. They invested the Primal Rage. They probably didn't need to though. They knocked Harmon down the hole. And with that, Moonstruck now looking to go back. And Talia gets taken down by an count. That is an absolutely crucial pick. If they can group up fast and get into them, with only a Lucio as their healing, Canna is widely open on the Pharah, although she has got her ultimate available. It's coming out and she gets taken down before she can find anyone. The Resurrect is coming in. But can C6S capitalize on this? And the Moonstruck are getting all the picks once again, and it seems like C6S are unable to find the value that they need, as this map ends with a victory to Moonstruck.
Play of the game.
Mission accomplished.
And we once again have a 2-minute intermission.
Hello.
Hello. QBest has now joined me to cast the final two maps here. Well, potentially the final two. I mean,
Yes.
if C6S take these, I mean, these are C6S's choices of maps now.
Alright. So C6S versus Moonstruck.
Yes, currently it's 2-0 to Moonstruck. However, the first point of King's Row is really close. It came to 3-2.
That is close.
C6S really pushed the payload far. They almost got it right to the end. It was only when Canna switched onto a Pharaoh, which has been very convincingly dominant since then, that they actually
Farah
stopped
can be hard to
C6S.
deal with.
Yeah, so C6S are having a really hard time with the Pharaoh in general, but until before that came out, they were convincingly superior to Moonstruck.
Well, let's hope we can see some tied games.
Yeah, as we move in now to the third map, which is Volskaya Industries.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
So Volskaya Industries. First we're gonna see Moonstruck on defense and C6S on the offensive. And Didi has left the game, so that is going to be a
Going to
pause.
be a pause.
So Didi has crashed. It will show up in a matter of a minute or so, and then we can get going. So first point, Volskaya. So we might see a bit of Widowmaker from both teams, but at least for the moment, it looks like Moonstruck is gonna bring Farah and Trace as the DPS duo, whereas C6S will bring the Widow with the Tracer with the Mei. So
The Widow will be if the Widow can land the shots on Canna, it will be a very strong pick because they're really struggling to this Farah Mercy combination.
definitely, and I don't know if we're gonna be seeing Chimera level of Widow play, but we will find out shortly. Who has been performing exceptionally well this game? Do you have anyone in mind who would be man of the match for today?
For me so far, it's 100% Canna. Before the switch onto Farah, their team were on the back foot of C6S completely. And up to that point, Logic and No You Can't were doing a lot of work for their team.
Alright.
Logic were playing a really strong Doomfist, in fact, on King's Row. Absolutely dominant. Finding
Doomfist?
all the crucial picks when they needed it, and
Alright. Do we have any intel on Diddy and his Overwatch status?
we'll find out now. I've just asked. Put an inquiry in.
And there he is. So, now we can get going and get this match on the way. So, Volskaya, first point, see where the defenders are gonna set up. Diddy, looking at the Zenyatta, Mike or Zenyatta here. But if they're gonna have that pharmacy combo, I would like to see maybe even a Sombra in that slot to hack the health back and play on that, since Thalia is gonna spend a bulk of her time with Canna, flying around dealing damage.
Yeah, that is exactly what they've been doing, and it has been absolutely devastating for C6S.
Pretty normal team comp from C6S. Widow with the dive
Attackers incoming in
works well.
30 seconds.
But we're gonna see if they can beat Canna's Farah with Thalia. So killing the pharmacy once doesn't mean anything with the Mercy unless they can shut that res down. And Moonstruck seem to have a pretty good positioning going on top of the temple or the statue building.
Yeah, we saw them do this before. They basically let the team walk through and then they jump down. It's a Shanghai Dragons technique from Overwatch League. It's very aggressive and it's high risk, high reward. And Logic takes down Canna very swiftly. Very nice work there from the Widowmaker, doing their job exactly as it's supposed to be. And with that, C6S can push in with the confidence knowing that no one from the skies is going to be raining hell upon them. Taking this back to the point. Bad request takes down Howling and earns both supports down now for C6S. Logic DMX Rock Thibs, but he is unfortunately his efforts are shut down by the performance of Moonstruck.
Looks like Logic might get staggered here, and he does. So that's gonna cost about 20 seconds of their time. And that is already 1 minute down for C6S. Rock Thibs pops back in their net mech, and the defense has recovered. Kinda dropping a lot of damage in the choke. Bad Request has his pulse bomb up, and Thalia just about to hit the Valkyrie, and
Canna takes down Howling.
Destruct.
And Rock Thibs and Bad Request following up on that pick. Just
Logic stuck up top, gets taken out.
Canna has the barrage now available. They're probably going to save it.
Buff Torbjorn goes way too far, probably gonna get demacked, and that is going to cause quite a lot of issues for them. They should have just left them out of mech. That is a pulse bomb which achieves absolutely nothing, and Moonstruck is getting close to that 6 ultimate ability lineup. Duty getting close to the beat drop, and Bad Request while he can farm it up rather swiftly.
Interesting is Logic has switched off of the Widow, which they were doing a lot of work on. They switched off of the Widow onto the Genji, and No You Can't has gone onto the Soldier. Of course, No You Can't Soldier has been strong on Dijon.
Bit of a questionable barrage.
Very questionable barrage. The range of that barrage was
and
not allowing damage, and Rock Thibs with a triple kill has potentially just saved his team there after that wasteful barrage. But all of the ultimates that Moonstruck had have been used in this fight. After that Diva Bomb came out, they didn't need to invest in another ultimate. They absolutely threw ultimates away there, particularly that sound barrier.
It was that good kill for Buff Torbjorn. And
C6S have potentially got 2 fights left here.
eventually they're gonna have to be quick ones. They gotta get that crucial first pick, and Logic goes over to the Tracer, resetting his ultimate ability, but they do have a Howling's Transcendence in their disposal.
Logic getting pressured hard now. The whole enemy team getting pressured by Logic by Canna, as once again they're just farming that ultimate off of them, ready to just rain that justice from above. It's ready now, and here it comes. It finds 2, it kills himself, but it finds value, and that is all that really matters. Tali is bubbled for the resurrect.
I'm back.
And Moonstruck win that fight. C6S now have one last attempt here.
Equal force out of Logic,
30 seconds remaining.
and they are stuck in spawn, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
That
Moonstruck
is
at this
just
point
the
are
first
trying to
one,
keep
though.
them from getting near the point. If they can keep them away from the point for the 20 seconds, then their job has become a lot easier.
Harmon might get taken out here.
Harmon gets taken out, but he does bring Moonstruck back. With the attack fires coming in, Canna's got to position themselves away from the fight. They cannot allow themselves to get pressured, but now the Diva Bomb comes
That
in.
is a huge bomb, achieves nothing though.
Very well played. C6S are playing this exactly right. They're doing exactly what they need to do. They just need to get the kills now to wrap this up. The sound barrier comes out. The
Howling
picks
goes down.
start to come in for Moonstruck.
Ernest manages to res Howling, but is it enough? Doesn't look like it. And both of them go down, and the Overwatch timer, the overtime timer even ticks out. And that is the first push. Not looking very good for C6S.
0 to 0. Switching sides.
C6S though, performing confidently.
That's a rip indeed. Oh, Logic seems to be giving up. Come on now. But alright, but they are going to possibly run the Bastion. Probably not, actually. But I think the defensive lineup is set in stone now, with the Widow, Reinhardt, Pig, Mercy, and I would assume Zenyatta and Genji. I don't know about that. I probably would have put a soldier there instead.
Yeah, maybe
or even
no.
a Junkrat.
Yeah, I was gonna say a Junkrat would have been a really strong choice. Just get that extra damage in, because they haven't actually got a high damage output here. I mean, the Roadhog can do a lot of damage, and he can just instantly erase characters, which can be very strong. But they're relying a lot on that with this team comp.
Attackers incoming.
Yes, definitely.
They're also
So-
relying a lot on logic to get those crucial picks when necessary.
We'll see soon if Bad Request will stay on this Bastion, which I do think he's not going to.
Well, they've got the Orisa in the Hanzo, so it wouldn't be impossible.
Oh, there goes the Hanzo.
There goes the Hanzo.
So, they're only going to run the Bastion. By the looks of things here. Oh, no.
No, the
Goes over
Bastion
to
does
Orisa.
disappear. I was getting excited for a second. I thought we were going to see an attack Bastion.
And C6S positioning rather nicely over to the top
The whole
right.
team now moving around that flank to get straight up to the high ground to contest them.
Logic drops down, not a good position. And all hell is breaking loose here.
Logic somehow not getting punished for this.
42 down, that's a main tank and a main healer. And that is going to spell disaster for them. Logic taking some last minute shots, gets taken out, and that is no
That
you
is
can't.
game, set, and
And
match for Moonstruck.
And that is the set. But we're gonna play one more just for the map points. And that match will be on Junkertown if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it will be Junkertown.
So play the game from Diddy on the Lucio. Taking out a bunch of their team. Nice amp. And that's going to be it. So that is a very swift 5-minute game going in the direction of Moonstruck. We'll see if C6S can pull this off in the end. Get that extra map point off of them.
Great thing about Junkertown is you never know what's going to happen.
No, you don't. That's the thing. It's rather fun to watch. You can run a lot of things there, like an attack Bastion, wink wink. Maybe even an attack Torb, just for the fun of it.
Maybe buff Torbjorn.
Maybe buff Torbjorn can go Torbjorn. Now let's see. So they'll be getting ready here in a few minutes. Few seconds even. C6S is ready. We'll see if Moonstruck is. And they are both ready. So, over to Junkertown. We're going over to Australia now.
Welcome to Junkertown.
So, we'll see if they can grab that final point. Map point even. Oh, and by the way, your overlay is mirrored. Joker.
Sorry?
Your overlays, Murd.
Oh, the teams are the wrong way round.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. From the attackers, it looks like it's going to be a fairly normal comp with Genji, Hanzo. Probably bad request will stay on that Widow, and I don't know. Maybe we'll see Kana on that Zarya after all, and Toadbuster on that Genji. But we never know.
I feel like they were expecting the Hanzo of No You Can't to put in that Sonic Arrow, so they're purposely picking characters that they're not going to be playing and standing there to try and bait them. I mean, I might be wrong, but that's what it certainly seems like, because they know that he's fired Sonic Arrows, they know that he's doing that, they're just watching.
Yeah, they're not probably gonna run that. Oh, and there it is.
Here comes the shift now, they're changing off on, they're basically running the same comp that they've been running the whole time.
Diddy not on a
Oh no, but Kana has changed onto Bastion now. They're not running the Pharaoh Mercy this time.
even confusing the casters.
Well, Fibs gets half taken down. So wait, no, you can't take down. Bad request instantly.
That is a res. And they're probably oh, they're gonna go through the right side door. Hopping on the payload, setting up the Bastion, and the President has
The Orisa
arrived.
barrier is low though before they even get on the setup, but they managed to get it back before they lose it.
Bufftorium gets taken up, also gets rezzed. Harmon caught out in a bad position, probably gonna get taken up here.
The
There
Cannon
he
gets
goes.
taken down by No You Can't. This new Hanzo is doing a lot of work for C6S. He's taken down another one before he gets taken down himself. Ernst now on the Mercy gets hooked
Moonstruck
by Toadbuster and is in a
keeps
bad position here.
rolling through. Howling caught out in a bit of a bad position, same with Ernest, and they're gonna go down here shortly. There they go, no supports left, and that is going to be the first point very swiftly for Moonstruck.
Of course, the first point on this map is very hard to hold.